Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there, we are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense making their way on the field today. They love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game and the college football world would change since then?
Okay, set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Solid run. Tackle to the 45-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Will bring their punt team onto the field. He should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. So Colorado's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And here's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
We call the counter run here. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Sanders. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. And the Buffaloes have 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Buffaloes. But they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's looking deep here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. The Bulldogs will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. To throw, it's Sanders. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
pass complete. It's second down now. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job of being physical and making that play.
And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Scanning the field. It's Sanders. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the play coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Humphreys. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Takes up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The Dogs will have to punt this one away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To throw. It's Sanders. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Hit just as he throws the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as as he threw the football there on third down. And the Buffaloes bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Bringing you back, it's Lovett. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down after that short completion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So second down after the incompletion. Dropping back. It's Beck. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff. And we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Pick is up and no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crossing the 40. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And there's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. 3rd down coming up after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? And moves the ball to the 35. Another 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches. Lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
To the air. It's Sanders. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They call the draw play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
The pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The Buffaloes will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? The sure hands. It's Bell.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle by the tight end. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here comes a handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw. It's Beck. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. The Dogs will have to kick it away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a safety.
Hey, the defense deserves a lot of credit for forcing this safety, obviously. But let's not forget about the punter and the special teams who put this offense in a tough position in the first place. Without that key punt, they would have had a lot more room to work with. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time.
trying to add points, build the lead right here. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Caught in the backfield. It's Urasek. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Bulldogs will have to kick this away. On the kick now for the fifth time today. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Sanders. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Down he goes. A sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Grab behind the line, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
He had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play. The Bulldogs will line up to boot it away. This is punt number 6. Get the ice bath ready for the punter. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. Looking right, this one caught.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback in this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Sanders. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Chris, that is a huge play for this defense. They come up with the sack, they push the offense back a bit, and most importantly, they let that clock keep running.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A handoff from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. And the quarterback will take a knee. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game. They come up a little bit short, but still a great year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.